Hello. Last time I talked, I didn't have my own car, but now I do, and it's right here.
Bang, 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 bang.
I am back with another ClerTalk, which I'm sure are very interesting to everyone else except me. Which, I say that ironically, but these kind of videos are actually the kind of videos that get the most views on my channel. So making another one, and plus it's been almost a year since I've made the last one. So a lot has happened in my life that I need to talk about. Back to where we left off in my last video. I was about to be a junior. It was summer. It was June. It was June. And I was looking for a job. I desperately wanted a job. I was bored and I wanted money. So, let me tell you how that went. Shortly after that video, my best friend Tori hooked me up with a job at a place that is totally not a pizza place. Their slogan is totally not something about how their ingredients are better and makes their pizza better, and like the guy's name is not John. Anyways, I worked there, and I worked there for about 9 months. And at first it was a really good job. I started out as a phone girl. I answered the phone, you know, like I took pizza orders, and that was pretty cool because, you know, I mean, it was cool at first because it was like I have a job and like I'm doing like grown-up things and I'm getting paid. But then I was like, I'm tired of answering phones. So then I started training to make pizzas, and I learned how to do everything else in the store, and I was able to do everything in the store, and I got a bunch of raises, and I was getting paid, like, I was like one of the highest paid like people in the store, and like I was trucking, like things were great. It had been about 9 months, and I got really tired of that job, and I just didn't like the environment, and it was taking up all of my time, and like, you know, I was just like, eventually I'm gonna need to get a new job anyway that pays more. So now I don't work there anymore, and my plan was to get another job right after, but I'm like, you know what? No, I don't need another job right now. Like, I can chill and just like have some time to do my thing. So, I'm no longer working there, but I worked there for a good 9 months. But also, it was June when I made that last video, and everything was still peachy keen jelly bean in my world, and I was excited to go back to school because I was bored, I didn't have anything to do, and so I was excited to go back to school. And then, like, we hear on the news, it's like, oh, like, a hurricane is like coming your way, better get ready. And I was like my whole family was like, oh my god, a hurricane's coming, and I was like, it's not gonna come. Cause like, I remember like Hurricane Bob, like the last hurricane that rolled through, and everybody was like, oh my god, it's coming, everybody buy all the water at HEB. And so I'm just like, no, like, and then it never came. So I was just like, it's not gonna happen. There's no hurricane. And then, you know, Hurricane Harvey came and flooded my school. You know, just like rain, like we had, like our power was out for about like a day and a half. But like, we weren't as bad as other people who had their like no power for like a week, and like some people's water shut off, and like almost everyone in my neighborhood, like their houses flooded out. But just my luck, our house is like set up on a hill to where it's like it didn't flood. So I'm lucky my house didn't flood, but a lot of my friends and like people I know, their house flooded, and my school flooded. So it did affect me. And so what we ended up having to do was, instead of dissolving into other school systems, our whole student body packed up and went to school at another high school down the road, which is like, it's like 30 minutes away, and it was such a trek. But good thing we didn't have to go in the morning until noon. And then we got off at 4:30, but then we wouldn't get home until like 6 something because I rode the bus. And so that was awful. And it was really hard to keep a work schedule, and I was really stressed out. And that was one of the things that ultimately led to me quitting, because they just wouldn't like deal with my schedule. And I was like, I can only work 3 days a week. And they were like, that's insane. So I was like, okay, bye. So that happened. But we just had spring break, and now we are back at the old school, and they were able to rebuild everything. I mean, like, only the first and second floor flooded, so it was good. It was okay. Yes.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Like you're trying to create a driverless car.
No. Anyways, that happened, and now we're back at our school, and it's all chill. So, I don't have any friends. My best friend Tori, she was the one that hooked me up with a job at Papa John's, and she is like my one and only. And like the friends I was talking about in my last video, like, you know, like nothing like bad really happened. We just all like kind of like grew apart over the summer, and just like wasn't meant to be. And Tori's my best friend, and I actually was best friends with Tori in my freshman year, and then like crap went down, and like for some reason I just like stopped talking to her because I'm a terrible person. But she forgave me, and now we're back together and we're best friends forever. You know, long story short, I have a boyfriend now. He had been my friend for like a few years, like a couple of years. Like, he just kind of been like there in my life, and I was just kind of like, oh, like he's cool. But then like, okay, like we had our fall concert for choir. He graduated from high school last year, so he's not in high school anymore, but he was in choir, and he loved choir, just like me and Tori. So like we did our concert, and like we all went to IHOP after the concert. Like the whole like choir went to IHOP after the concert, and he went with us because he's friends with all of us. We were all talking to each other, and Tori, she was like, she saw us, and she was like, there's something here. And so she was like, Claire, you should ask him to come to homecoming with us. And I was like, oh, come to homecoming with us. I was in charge of like getting like his like little guest form, like, you know, like when you take somebody to the dance that doesn't go to your school and you have to get like a little form. That was my job. So like I was like his date, like technically his date, but like I never like, I don't do dates, like I don't do like dates for dances. So I was like he's just our friend and he's going with us. And then like it like escalated, like we were just like, we had like talked to each other like that whole like few weeks leading up to homecoming, and things like escalated, and he was just like, hey, are we gonna match? And I was like, yeah. And then we matched, and then like we went to go get our pictures like for homecoming, like for like with our squad, and like everybody was like in couples and everything, and like the photographer was like, are you guys together? And we were both just like, it was like literally the most awkward day ever. Like it was like a really good day, but it was like a really awkward day at the same time. Like, yeah, that was 5 months ago, and today actually is our 5 month. My boyfriend and I, it's our 5 month. It's pretty great. I hung out with him today, and you know, like every time I get to hang out with him, I'm just like super excited. Like after 5 months, I'm still like super shook every time I get to hang out with him, because he's great. He's like, Tori's my best friend, but he's my best friend too. And, you know, my family loves him, and his family loves me. I mean, who doesn't? I'm very happy with him. Is there anything else? No, there's nothing else. Well, I mean, school's almost over. I was a junior this year. It was great. School's almost over. Just said that. This summer is my last summer before I'm a senior in high school, and then I will be graduating, and then life will happen. I feel like this was a successful Claire talk, and I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm a very, very happy person. I also got Minecraft on a computer, and I got Steam, and Fortnite is everywhere right now. I don't have Fortnite because I'm not a pleb. Yes, I said Fortnite is for plebs. Don't at me. My boyfriend and I play Minecraft. What's wrong with that? Overall, main message, I'm happy. I'm very happy right now. And I have found strength and confidence in myself, and that is really good. and I'm happy. And I feel like saying that over and over again sounds like I'm not really happy. I'm just saying it a lot because it's true. I am. And I'm sorry for anyone who's bitter about the fact that I'm happy, but I am. So I'm gonna stop saying it now. Goodbye.